Hello, I'm Dr. Christina Blatchford, and today on my podcast, I get to welcome Dr. Daniela Eversgerd from Mandeville, Louisiana, which is just outside of New Orleans. Dr. Eversgerd has been a Blatchford client since 2019 and has been absolutely crushing it with her startup practice. Today, we'd like to share with you how she's attracting 40 new patients a month, which is amazing. And she's doing this using 2 social media channels, Facebook and Instagram, and how by using Blackboard case presentation and sales systems, she's been absolutely maximizing the value of each one of these new patients. And if you invest the time to listen to all of this, at the end, I will reward you with a new patient action plan that's 100% customized to your practice and your market. If you're looking for more quality new patients, this is your roadmap. And it's yours as a free bonus for taking the time to listen to this podcast today. So get out a pen and paper and sit back and let's get started with Dr. Daniela Eversgerd. Can you tell us a little bit about your practice? When did you start your practice?
So I started my practice in 2017, late 16, but officially 17. And I have been a dentist for 15 years at that point and worked as an associate in many different practices. And I knew exactly what I wanted when I opened my practice from scratch. So it's been, we found a community that I loved and found a great location for my vision for the practice and started it from scratch.
You started this practice and then you started working with us. What was the time lapse between starting your practice and starting to work with Blackboard?
2 years.
Okay.
I had my practice the first year, you're kind of figuring things out. Then the second year kind of felt like I reached a plateau. Mm-hmm. And it was headed in a direction where I didn't want to head because we were taking a lot of insurances and my original vision was to be a boutique practice.
Yes.
And focus on cosmetics and, just keep it small. Mm-hmm. And I felt like it was growing to the wrong direction. So I started researching and I actually ran into, I think it was Courtney Levine, talking about Blatchford and her experience because she also opened her practice from scratch. Yeah. And started looking at your website and all the testimonials and I'm like, oh, yes, this makes sense for me. So that's when I decided.
Wonderful. Well, very good. So let's talk about your new patient flow in your office. So the last time you and I talked, which was just very recently, you were letting me know that you had 46 new patients in a month come to you. Let's talk a little bit about how that came to be and what really is working. What systems have you put in place that we've helped you with to get those new patients?
It all starts with our purpose.
Right.
So I always had a vision, but it was always kind of like in my head. I had never really written it down. And
Can you read your purpose?
Sure. All right.
I love
in
that.
Our office, we are a group of enthusiastic women. We are passionate about what we do. We will listen to you without judgment. We deliver attention to detail unsurpassed by others. We are committed to always advancing our knowledge. We provide life-changing dentistry for those who value the level of care we offer. We are Team Allure.
Very nice. I love that because a clear vision is where it all starts out.
Yes. And my tagline for all of my marketing has been redefining the dental experience. Mm-hmm. But that's very broad. Like, what does that mean? And I feel like writing that purpose really has given us direction. And sharing it with my team, they all know, when they make a decision, does it fit our purpose? Mm-hmm. If it does, that means it's a good decision, So it goes from the first phone call to how we greet the patients in the office to giving them chef-made soup at the end of their
large special.
Yes, we make it special, and every guest is our VIP. Mm-hmm. And they feel it and they rave about us. So it's about creating raving fans.
Yes.
Who are going to just talk about the office. And that's how we've been getting 40 plus new patients every month.
So your team really helps you with that.
Definitely.
Mhm.
My team, we've had a few changes, uh, necessary changes in my team, but now I feel like we're very like-minded. You know, we complement each other, and I have a great team who really, really see eye to eye with my purpose, and they've embodied that purpose as their own. So it's great.
Let's talk about social media and what you're doing right now. I know one of the things that you're doing, or a big part of what you're doing, is internal referrals, and your team helps you with that. Let's also let's talk about that system with internal referrals, and then also talk about social media and how you're using that for new patients.
Okay, so internal referrals, we every morning with our morning huddle, which was another Blatchford jewel, everybody targets one patient on the schedule to ask them for a referral. And then at our end of day appointment, we follow up. Did you ask them for a referral? How did it go?
Right.
And I feel like if you look them in the eye and you ask them, we're trying to build our online reputation. Would you mind, how was your experience today? Would you mind sharing online? Or, you're such a great patient. We really love having you here. We'd love for you to send us more patients like you.
Perfect.
And they do. They really respond to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than just sending them a text at the end of the day, which we do, but we just tell them that, you're going to be getting a text. We would love to hear from you with words. How was your experience? And be intentional.
Mm-hmm.
That really works.
Social media is something that you're really using. There are some different groups. I know that you had mentioned the Real Housewives of Mandeville as a Facebook group that you're involved in, or that your office uses to bring in some great patients. Tell us about that. How are you using that?
So in my area, we have about 3 big mom groups on Facebook. Mm-hmm. One of them has about 40,000 moms. And my target audience are moms. They make all the appointments, they make the decisions. So that's always been my target audience. So it kind of works for me in my office. And I'm a member of the group, but I kind of stayed on quiet. And I have a designated team member who is a mom, and she's also a member of the Real Housewives groups and all the mom groups. And when anybody asks does anybody know a good dentist? She's always posting, not just her, but then all our raving fans who have become our raving fans through the years. We'll go on there and talk about us and tell them, look, read the reviews. You won't be disappointed. And it's great. It just kind of happened organically, but we get so many patients. They'll bring their friends, everybody, and then they start talking about us on their group, on the moms group. Another thing that has initially, when I was trying to grow my Facebook following, I was doing social media smile makeover giveaways.
Okay.
It was a once a year thing. And I did a lot of marketing. I went on the radio and I did an interview about it, a lot of social media, a lot of email blasts to spread the word. And I have a soft spot for single moms. And so my first year, I picked a single mom, and her story just was amazing. And she became a raving fan. But to enter the contest, you have to like my page, and there's certain rules to follow.
Okay.
I can give you all those rules that I used, but now we have 5,000 followers.
Wow.
On Facebook, and they're all mainly local people, which is what I want. And they see all my posts, so the trick is to getting a lot of followers initially. Because if you only have 160 people following you, you're not going to get very far.
Right.
And now there's been a lot of changes with all the, with how you can market your business on Facebook. So they've made it a little bit harder when you post to get the posts to be seen. So mm-hmm. I find that going this route of having a designated team member become a member of the mom group and talk about you, it has been really effective. So
Very good. One of the main things that I think is quite amazing about this is that you're not spending any money on this.
it's completely free, which is great. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention, a lot of these groups will have a designated day where you can advertise your business for free.
Oh, okay.
Usually it's a Monday, and we'll just, we did a post for the Real Housewives of Mandeville, and they felt exclusive, $50 off. I don't like to do a lot of promos usually, but I think it was really good for this, in this case, $50 off Zoom whitening. Mention this group, give us a call, and we got about 3 or 4 in just one post, free, and it's great return. So highly recommend. Look and see if you have it in your area. Pretty sure every single town will have a group.
I'm sure, absolutely. From a business perspective, having a patient who is referred is so much more valuable than having a patient that comes in from just general marketing. So what we see is usually they're going to spend twice the amount that a regular patient off the street who doesn't have that referral would in your office, just because they already have that sense of trust, which I think is so important.
Yes, and I definitely see that, because they feel like they already know you, they trust you, and they know you do good work. So I see that. Another thing that I think has really helped me is partnering up with other business owners.
Mm-hmm.
And, find out who your patients are and get to know them. Like, for example, I have a patient who owns a really cute little restaurant, and she also owns a nail salon. So we did a giveaway for Opalescence Go Whitening. I gave that. And she had a $20 gift card for her restaurant and a free nail session, free manicure from her nail salon. And it was also a social media contest, and I got a lot of followers because she had her nail followers. We got together one day. I went to her restaurant, shot a little quick video telling our audience what to do. And basically they had to like our pages, they had to share the video, and at the end of the week we were going to pick a winner. And so when we picked the winner, she came over to my office, and I shot a little boomerang video of her dancing with her little whitening.
Yeah.
So that's been effective. Another thing that I do that patients love is I make custom fangs for Halloween. So basically, it's an Essex retainer. We take an alginate and we build the fangs on the model. We make an Essex over that model, and then we bond the little fang veneers inside of the Essex retainer. And I did a fang giveaway. We did a contest with that. So one of my patients, she has a cosmetic line, and she has her own makeup artist. So the makeup artist did her Halloween makeup wearing my fangs. And then we did a custom fang giveaway too, and then they got a makeup kit. And that was another fun post too.
That is super fun. That's great. Oh, great. Very good. I think that's wonderful. One question that I would have for you is, what suggestions do you have for someone who wants to use social media, who hasn't really done that and would like to explore social media?
Well, get on Facebook and Instagram for sure. Start an account and be yourself. Be real. Patients want to know, like I hated initially, I'm very shy. I hated doing my videos, but just turn on your phone and flip it over, do a little selfie video and talk about yourself. Talk about your vision. Why did you open your practice? What are you all about? What do you love to do when you're not working? Talk about yourself, talk about your family, talk about your team. And I kind of did that a lot initially, a lot of videos just putting out there, or, a little educational video. I talked about tongue scraper. Nobody knows about tongue scrapers, things like that. Be real, be active in your community, and anytime you're out and about, ask people to like your page all the time. Like I did that a lot. And I think that's how I got to 5,000 followers.
That's pretty amazing. Very good. I like what you said there, especially at the beginning, doing videos and just showing patients your personality. And I think that that's something that is so great for patients that are interested, potential patients that are interested in coming to your office, to make that connection before they come in, that they feel like they already know you. So even though it feels a little awkward at first and doing a selfie video feels a little weird, it really helps patients make that connection.
It does. And my tip, because I am shy, for those of you who are shy, I don't watch my videos. After I record them, I just publish right away, and I never watch them.
Perfect.
That's really helped me.
Very good.
Something else too that will help you get a lot of followers, because that's really important. You want to have a lot of people like your page for that free exposure.
Mm-hmm.
To see if you have any influencers around your area. So in my area, I have somebody who has 250,000 following.
Oh my gosh.
And we did, I reached out to her and I offered free Zoom whitening session. You know, everybody likes whitening.
Sure.
So she agreed to do a series of Instagram stories, and she did 5 posts. And, you know, she shot a video in the car saying, I'm here, I'm by Allure Dental, you know, I've heard great things about her. And then she shot another video in my reception, and then while she was Zooming, and then afterwards about the experience and her after white smile. And yeah, I remember from that free giveaway to the influencer, I got 2 patients who have spent over $40,000 at the office.
Wow.
You know, because they're fee for service and they were looking for that cosmetic dentist, and the influencer was there endorsing me.
That's amazing.
And has become my patient, by the way. So
Very good. I think that's great. Great advice. So question for you. You know, you had a startup practice, and then you found at one point you kind of lost your way before you started working with us, and were in network with quite a few different insurances. Now you're able to be mostly fee for service. Is that right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually I'm working my way to be completely fee for service, because that is my dream and my vision. And you have given me, being with Blackboard, you have given me permission to do that. I felt like before I was feeling bad, or I was overwhelmed, and I was scared really to start dropping insurance plans. You know, what's going to happen to my office? Oh my gosh, am I going to survive? You know, I'm a startup, I need this. And really I haven't felt it. So far we've dropped 4. We got 3 more to go. And it's, if you follow the system that you have set up for us, it really is beneficial to your profitability and to my happiness. You know, I'm doing all the dentistry, a lot more of the dentistry that I like.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's number one. You know, that's really what our program is about making sure that the dentist is happy with their life and with their practice. So I'm glad that is working so well for you. So that's wonderful.
It is great.
Very good. Well, I want to thank you so much for letting us know about all these different things that are possible through social media. And I love the way that your team is really helping you and sharing your vision. And it's fun to see going from a startup and then kind of losing your way and then finding it again. And it's great to see how well you're doing. So very proud of you.
Thank you so much for helping me get there.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And I look forward to talking with all of you soon. And for those doctors who took the time to listen, I want to thank you too. I mentioned that I have a reward for you, and here it is. It's a new patient action plan that's 100% customized for your practice and your market, and it'll be designed to attract the ideal patient that you tell us you want. This is something we normally only do for Blackboard Solutions clients, but I'm making an exception because I know that if you act on half of the strategies and systems that we recommend for you, you'll get more new quality patients than you've ever had. And then we'll give you a few simple internal systems to maximize the value of every new patient. And that's the real power of the new patient action plan. To get your 100% customized new patient action plan, simply go to the web address that's listed on the screen. That's blatchford.com/NPAP. That's blatchford.com/NPAP. We've designed a simple platform for you to tell us about who your ideal patient really is, what type of dentistry you love to do, how to do one thing to attract more patients than you've ever had from any online and social media marketing like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or Google, how to double, triple, or even quadruple your internal word of mouth referrals, which is the absolute lifeblood of the practice, how to track every marketing dollar that you spend to make 100% certain that you're getting great return on your investment, which is where we see so many times that doctors are not tracking this, and it doesn't make a lot of sense in terms of the dollars spent, and so much more. So go ahead and click on the link and get started, and we will reward you with a consistent flow of the ideal new patient for your practice.